Hey everyone, welcome to week 3 of gaming news here at GimShot Games. And before I get started, I just want to say that trying to get my channel to pick up steam it's been a little tougher than I'd imagined, and is made harder by not knowing where exactly I stand. What I'm getting at is if you do happen to watch any of my videos, I'd appreciate any feedback you can give. Positive or negative, I can take it. I'd just like to know how I'm doing so far. And since starting this channel, I have a whole new respect for YouTubers because I had no idea the amount of time and effort that goes into trying to run a channel, and I don't want to waste time hitting in the wrong direction. So any feedback at all would be great, and of course, if you like my content, then liking or subscribing would obviously be better. But anyway, I've talked enough. Let's get into some gaming news. First story today is really more of a PSA, but I felt it should still be included. If you're in the market for an Xbox One or have been just waiting on a good deal, well, I've got one for you. Right now in the Microsoft Store, there are several different fantastic deals that might just be too good to pass up. Some of the better deals are the Quantum Break Edition bundle, which includes an Xbox One, 500 gigabytes, a controller, and both Quantum Break and Alan Wake for $299. Second is also a 500 gig Xbox One with a controller and your choice of Forces 6, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Gears of War Ultimate Edition, or Rare Replay, also for $299. And lastly, what has to be the best deal is the Xbox One Spring Bundle, which includes a 1TB Xbox One, a controller, Halo 5, Gears of War Ultimate Edition, Rare Replay, and a download of Ori and the Blind Forest, all for $319. Now, these deals won't last forever, so if this is something you've been waiting for, I'd jump on it. All these deals are available in the Microsoft Store, and I'll include a link to their page in the description. Second, this week, I got a story about cheaters finally getting what they deserve. I'm talking specifically about the team at Blizzard cracking down hard on players trying to cheat in their new game, Overwatch. Just getting caught once results in a lifetime ban, and there doesn't seem to be any way to sneak back into the game once you've been caught. One player who posted his difficulties knows this probably better than anyone else. Since being caught cheating in the beta, he has gone through the trouble of changing the MAC address, biostate, processor ID, and even using a VPN. His attempts are all in vain, and this is after purchasing the game a total of not just twice, but 4 times. Now, maybe I'm a little evil for being a little joyous about this, but I mean, for one, I can't stand cheaters. Who can? But mostly I'm just glad and impressed how thorough Blizzard's team is preventing a cheater from playing again. But also that these bans are being handed out, as of now, only working on the people that are actually cheating. Now, I don't know if you've heard all the issues recently surrounding Dark Souls 3, with innocent people getting banned while the real cheaters continue to go unpunished. The last time I played Dark Souls 3, the Dark Moon Loyalty book that shows the 10 highest ranking players in that covenant, literally all cheaters. All 10 of them were ridiculous cheaters. And now I admit sometimes cheaters can be funny, especially in Dark Souls 3.
Cruising down the street in my 6'4".
But I think I'd rather just go without. Next up, I got a story that has garnered a lot of attention in the gaming world, even though all it has to do with gaming is that it happened in a popular game retailer. If you don't already know what I'm talking about, well, you're in for a treat with this one. A few days ago, a GameStop in Washington, D.C. was held up by a couple of masked bandits, but things didn't go quite as smoothly as they had planned. The thieves came in, charging into the store, guns drawn, and started shouting orders. Then, as they were directing people where to go lie down, a 7-year-old boy that was in the store with his mother and father didn't immediately cooperate, so one of the thieves moved to grab the boy by the arm to force him to lie down, but the boy is not about to go quietly. He threw several punches at the gun-toting bandit before eventually being overpowered, and was then moved to where his parents and the rest of the customers were being held. The whole incident was over quickly and nobody was hurt, but the customers were understandably a little shaken up, especially the 7-year-old's parents. Okay, so I may be alone on this, but I'm also going to say something I thought I would never say before. I think this kid plays too many video games, and in doing so, he's blurred his things a little bit and has lost the ability to differentiate between real danger and the kind of danger you come up against in a video game. I mean, I want to be able to call the kid a badass or brave, but honestly, I think he's just either ill-informed or a dumbass. Maybe I'm a jerk for not seeing this as a good thing, but I also think this is only considered brave because thank God the guy didn't shoot the kid. But anyway, the kid's fine, everybody's fine, so it's all good. Just be aware, people, that apparently people are robbing GameStop now. Who'd have thunk? Moving on, screw rumors, it's official. Watch Dogs 2 is a thing. There have been rumors for a few weeks now stemming from a certain game reviewer tweeting a picture of a pair of Watch Dogs 2 themed Ray-Ban sunglasses, but it was officially announced by Ubisoft in an email addressing which titles would be showcased at their E3 event. Now, I know most people that I've talked to about the first Watch Dogs had opinions ranging from okay to garbage. And I fall somewhere into that category, but more toward the okay side. Despite my opinion, though, of the first, I'm actually excited for Watch Dogs 2. Watch Dogs had a ton of shortcomings, but nobody can deny that it was at least slightly inventive, and most people would agree that the hybrid genre that they created for that game definitely has potential. My whole gripe of the original boils down to the developers basically wasting a cool idea, but now that they've had a go at it and can differentiate between what works and what doesn't, I think this game has the potential to be one of the better games Ubisoft has released in a while. Don't worry, PC gamers, I didn't forget. If this game is going to have any shot at winning over the PC crowd, then the absolute garbage performance of the original needs to be addressed and fixed. PC gamers are not going to put up with another shoved out of the door, unfinished technical mess by Ubisoft, and they shouldn't have to. But I will point out Ubisoft's PC releases have been solid over the last year or so, so hopefully the trend continues. Ubisoft's E3 showcase begins at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Monday, June 13th, and as of now, Watch Dogs 2 is set to release by the end of April of next year. Today's final story is a win for all you Xbox One diehards out there, and a surprise to most everyone else. Since the release of the newest generation of consoles, the PS4 has come out on top of the Xbox One in the technical comparisons of almost every title released so far. Whether that be in resolution or frame rate, the PS4 has rarely taken the backseat to the Xbox One. This is not the case, however, in Fallout 4's latest expansion, Far Harbor. According to an analysis done by Technical Foundry, both systems are having a hell of a time in the new region due to the heavy fog effects, and even though both systems are struggling, the PS4 is downright sluggish, with the frame rate never going above 20 and apparently also dipping down to as low as 15 frames per second. Maybe playing on PC has spoiled me, but I don't even understand how the people can function with such poor performance, especially in a first-person shooter. Xbox One owners are experiencing a little choppiness as well, but apparently it's nothing close to what the PS4 owners are dealing with. With all the advances being made in video games technology today, this is unacceptable, plain and simple. CD Projekt Red has proven with The Witcher 3 that a massive open-world game can be achieved on these systems, and with gorgeous graphics to boot. The Witcher had some technical issues in the beginning as well, but they have since been fixed, and they were also nowhere near as bad as the problems as Far Harbor's having now, or what Fallout 4 has been dealing with since launch. Unfortunately, like most of the technical issues in Fallout 4, it's not the graphics that are to blame. It's the aging engine that should have been retired after Skyrim, but was instead repurposed and reutilized to make a game in 2015 with an engine that is close to a decade old. Bethesda has made a fortune off of their buggy games and will continue to do so until the consumer has had enough. Wink, wink. They have the money to invest in a new engine, but they'll ride this out as long as people are buying their games. I'm personally tired of it. I'm tired of dealing with it. But anyway, I'll stop ranting. All you PS4 owners out there, if you haven't bought the new DLC yet, you might want to hold off until it gets patched or fixed. Quick update. The PS4 version has been fixed. Bethesda completely removed the fog effects, and though it's a sacrifice to visual quality, it's running completely smoothly now. But anyway, that does it for Week 3's gaming news, but of course, the episode would not be complete without a Gamer Girl of the Week. This week, in honor of Witcher 3's final DLC, I have picked Xenia, I hope I pronounced that right, who has done an almost perfect cosplay of Triss Merigold. Props must be given to this girl, she nailed it. So anyway, that'll wrap things up for this week. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to be kept up on all things gaming. Hope to catch you on the next one. Game on.